Most people think their money problems are about income. They're not. They're about which stage of money you're stuck in. Everyone on this planet, rich, poor, middle class, passes through the same 3 stages of money. Some move through them fast. Some stay trapped forever. And some don't even realize there are stages. Until it's too late. Today, I'm going to break down these 3 stages, show you how people get stuck in each one, and reveal what actually moves you forward. This isn't about motivation, hustle, quotes, or fake success stories. It's about real financial awareness. If you truly understand this video, you'll understand your entire financial life. Let's start with stage 1. Survival money. This is where almost everyone starts. And unfortunately, where many never leave. Survival money is simple. You earn, you spend, you repeat. Your entire financial life revolves around paychecks and bills. Rent, food, monthly payments, fuel, subscriptions, credit cards, those unexpected expenses that always feel like a personal attack. Money comes in and just disappears, not because you're careless, not because you're lazy, but because your money has no job except survival. In this stage, money is emotional. You're not thinking long-term. You're thinking, can I afford this right now? Will my salary last until the end of the month? What if something goes wrong? Every financial decision feels urgent. Every expense feels heavy. Every delay feels incredibly stressful. You're not building anything. You're just maintaining existence. And here's the most dangerous part. Survival money makes you feel busy, but completely powerless. You work harder, you chase promotions, you wait for that annual bonus, you hope the next salary hike will finally fix everything. But the problem isn't your income. It's that all your money is being consumed by today. There's no buffer, no system, no future plan, just survival. And because this stage is so painful, people start looking for shortcuts. They jump into quick money schemes, risky investments they don't understand. Trading without any knowledge, and all of the crypto hype. They start side hustles that just burn them out. Why? Because when you're drowning, you don't look for a boat. You just look for anything that floats. But escaping stage 1 doesn't require more risk. It requires control. The moment you stop reacting to money and start directing it, you're ready for stage 2. This brings us to stage 2. Stability money. This is where people feel like they've finally made it. The bills are paid, the salary is steady, and there's some money in savings. Life feels manageable. This stage is comfortable, and that is precisely why it's so dangerous. In stability money, you're not stressed, but you're not free either. You probably have an emergency fund, insurance, maybe a few investments, and a decent lifestyle. But your money still depends entirely on your presence. If you stop working, the entire system collapses. Stability money gives you the illusion of progress. You feel responsible, organized, like a proper adult. But here's the truth that nobody says out loud. Stability is not wealth. Stability is just controlled survival. You've reduced the chaos, but you haven't escaped the dependency. Most middle-class families stay here their entire lives. They focus on upgrading their lifestyles instead of upgrading their financial systems. A bigger house, a better car, a nicer phone, more subscriptions. As income increases, expenses quietly follow right behind it. And because you're no longer struggling, you stop questioning things. You start saying things like, at least I'm safe, or it could be worse, or this is enough. But enough for what? Enough to work forever? Enough to trade your time until you're old? Enough to just hope that inflation doesn't destroy everything you've built? Stability money doesn't protect you from inflation, job loss, health emergencies, or major economic shifts. It just delays the pain. The real shift out of stage 2 happens when you ask one very uncomfortable question. If I stop working tomorrow, does my money keep working? If the answer is no, you're still not wealthy. Stage 2 ends when money stops being just protection and starts becoming a tool for freedom. This leads us to the final stage. Stage 3. Leverage money. This is where the entire meaning of money changes. Money is no longer about paying bills. It's about buying freedom. In leverage money, your money earns for you. Your assets produce income. Your systems replace your effort. You stop asking, how much do I make? And you start asking, how does this scale without me? This is where investing finally makes sense. I'm not talking about gambling, hype, or shortcuts. I'm talking about real leverage, businesses that run without you, a portfolio of equities, assets that generate cash flow, intellectual property, and skills that compound over time. Here, your money has a clear direction. Every dollar, every rupee, every asset has a specific role to play. You don't chase quick returns. You build solid structures. And the biggest difference of all, time stops being your enemy. In stage 1, time scares you. In stage 2, time is just tolerated. But in stage 3, time works for you. This stage isn't about luxury cars and mansions. It's about optionality. The option to say no, the option to slow down, the option to choose your life. Most people think this stage is unreachable, reserved for the super-rich. It's not. What's rare isn't money. It's financial patience. Leverage money is built slowly, quietly, and often, boringly. There's no viral success story, no overnight transformation. It's just a consistent ownership of things that grow. So why do most people never reach stage 3? Because each stage demands a different identity. Stage 1 demands discipline. Stage 2 demands restraint. And stage 3 demands vision. Most people fail during the transition between stage 2 and stage 3. Why? Because stability feels like success. And success kills urgency. People start protecting their comfort instead of building their freedom. They overconsume, over-upgrade, and over-assume that they're doing fine. But fine is the enemy of free. So, how do you move through these stages? Realistically, you don't jump stages. You gradually move from stage 1 to stage 2. You build control. This means budgeting, building an emergency fund, getting out of high-interest debt, and creating predictability in your finances. To move from stage 2 to stage 3, you stop upgrading your lifestyle, and you start upgrading your assets. You invest with genuine understanding. You think long-term. You systematically reduce your dependency on your active income. Not overnight, not perfectly, but intentionally. Let me leave you with a final truth. Money isn't about how much you earn. It's about which stage you're operating in. Most people think they need more money. What they actually need is stage awareness. Once you know where you are, you can stop comparing, stop rushing, and stop making emotional decisions. You can start building forward with a clear plan. Because the goal isn't just to be rich, the goal is to stop living on the financial edge forever. And that only happens when money stops controlling you and starts working for you. That's the difference between surviving, stabilizing, and finally, living with leverage. Thank you so much for watching. If this helped you see your finances in a new light, make sure to subscribe for more. See you in the next video.